Friends, the story begins and we see a doctor who is telling a woman about her son's condition. He says that your son is not mad, he is just a little lost in his mind. Now hearing this, the woman starts smiling and sends that doctor back. After this, we see Kevin, who was watching something through a telescope in his room, but suddenly his mom comes there, after which she also starts watching through that telescope. Here she finds out. It turns out that her son was watching the neighbor's sister-in-law changing clothes. Now seeing this, his mother slaps Kevin on his face and sentences him to remain locked in the room. Actually, she wanted to make Kevin a scientist, and she knew that if he once fell into the trap of girls, his life would be ruined. So instead of getting Kevin educated from school, he taught him from home. Now, his mother got the window from which he was watching closed also, after which she starts laughing like a witch in front of him. Then the scene shifts, and we are shown the scene after 20 years. Here we see Kevin in a meeting with some scientists, which meant that now he is a scientist. It has already been made, but from what other scientists say, we come to know that in their eyes, Kevin is the #1 mad scientist. Now all of them had gathered here because Kevin wanted to show them one of his cheap inventions. In fact, he had made one such. A serum was made, using which any person could be made to disappear, but the effect of this serum lasted only for a few hours on that person. Now all these things of Kevin seemed nonsense to other scientists, but Kevin felt very worried about himself. There was trust, and then when he injects the serum inside himself,
after which all the scientists start making fun of him by calling him crazy. Now seeing himself being made fun of, Kevin goes crazy and attacks everyone in anger. Some of the scientists run away to save their lives. But those who are unable to escape, Kevin kills them all. Then the next day in the news, it is told how Dr. Kevin killed 4 scientists of his own group, and then finally he was caught, but the judge did not give him any punishment because Kevin has gone mad. And according to the law of our country, no punishment is given to the mad people. Hence, Kevin is sent to the mental asylum. Then after a month, we find Kevin declared mad. We see in the kitchen where he was running away from everyone, and after some time, he dodges the guards and runs away from there. But after some time, the guards come after him again, but Kevin again escapes from them. Then we are shown that it has been 7 days since Kevin escaped from eating nuts. After this, we see some kids in a class. It was a college which was also going on summer vacations, in which the entire college. Only those children were being taught from the school who were completely mentally intelligent. Then the principal of the college, Miss Cello, comes there and starts telling everyone that their old physics teacher died suddenly. So now their next class will have a new teacher. Kevin Kumar will take it, which meant that Kevin has come out of the madhouse and has become a teacher, and he has changed his name to Kevin Kumar. Then as soon as Kevin comes to the class, Kevin asks a physics question to Vicky, the most beautiful girl in the class. But when Vicky asks, when she doesn't give any answer, Kevin starts scolding her. Then after the class is over, all the girls are practicing cheerleading, and Kevin is also sitting near them and staring at them. There we also see a couple, Chad and Bunny. Wherever they got a chance, they started getting intimate there. Then after some time, when all the girls went to the bathroom to take a bath, then Chad comes there and secretly starts watching them taking a bath. On the other hand, our Kevin also Chad is seen watching them. After which, when Chad leaves from there, Kevin also comes there and starts watching those girls taking bath, but then Miss Cello comes there. Seeing which, Kevin starts making excuses that he is not my friend. The money had fallen down, so I was looking for him. Now Miss Cello had understood what he was looking at, so she tells him to please concentrate on his class, after which Kevin gets embarrassed and walks away from there. Then after this, we see Kevin in his room where he was working on that invisible serum, but still he could not be successful in it. He used to give physics classes to his students during the day and do his experiments at night. He used to work, but even after so much hard work, he was not able to prepare his serum. But then one day his efforts bear fruit and his test subject disappears. Now Kevin was very happy to see this, after which he uses the serum on himself and that too disappears. Now he is very happy to see his experiment completed and goes to sleep there laughing. But when he wakes up the next morning, we see that he has become visible again. Then on the same night, Kevin sees in his dream all those girls taking bath in the bathroom, and he feels that those girls are calling him to take bath with them, with which we also see that night Kevin had gone to Vicky's house, after which he took off her clothes and was staring at her. Then the next morning when he comes back to his class, before the class starts, Vicky comes to him, and instead of getting intimate with Kevin, he gets her. She asks to increase the marks, but Kevin flatly refuses her for this. Then the class bell is saved, and all the other students also come to the class. Today, Kevin had planned to take a surprise test, but among those stupid students, no one knew the answers to the questions, after which they all started making fun of Kevin by calling him crazy. Now getting angry with this, Kevin takes the test papers of all of them and makes them fail. After this, we see a very bad and despicable student, Booba. Let's see whom Miss Cello calls in her office. She tells him that he has failed in the exam, so he will have to repeat the same class. Now hearing this, Booba gets disappointed because his plan was to go to college and impress girls. But then Miss Cello gives an offer to Booba that if he gets intimate with her, then she will pass him and send him to college. Now on hearing this, Booba jumps with joy, after which he and Miss Cello get intimate right there. On the other hand, when all the girls were taking bath in the bathroom, then Kevin also becomes invisible and goes inside the bathroom and starts watching them. While we also see a cleaner who was enjoying seeing those girls taking bath, but then he felt like this. While doing this, Booba sees him and chases him away from there, after which he also starts watching those girls taking bath. On the same night, when Kevin was sleeping, he starts having very scary dreams in which his mother and the doctor along with him from his college. All the girls were laughing at him. Then from next day, we see that all the students of Kevin started paying attention in his class. But then after the class, Miss Chloe calls Kevin in her chamber. She tells him that I know that I am neither your wife nor girlfriend. So if you want, I can fulfill your needs. And saying this, she starts taking off her clothes in front of him. But then Kevin refuses her and starts leaving from there. But then Miss Cello shows him her invisible injection and says, I know you are taking drugs. And if you do get intimate with me, I will call the police and tell them everything. Listen now. Kevin grabs her and kisses her. It seems that after taking out a knife from his pocket and killing him, Kevin had gone completely mad after killing this girl. After which he comes back to the cafeteria with the invisible serum, where the father and daughter are having a conversation. They were kissing someone else, but then Kevin comes there and kills Booba by inserting a big piece of bread in her mouth. Seeing this, the daughter does not understand what is happening, after which she gets up from there. She starts to run away, but then Kevin tears her clothes and kills her by strangulating her with a pipe. On the other hand, two girls were going towards the bathroom, but then they find the main gate closed, so they try to get out through the back way. She thinks, but then she gets scared after seeing Betty's dead body in the hallway and runs to her classroom where Kevin was already sitting. Then she tells him that her daughter's dead body is lying in the hallway. Kevin goes out of the classroom and returns after injecting himself with an invisible injection, after which he strips a girl and kills her by dunking her face in an aquarium, after which he strangles and kills another girl. On the other hand, Vicky was going to take a bath in the bathroom where Kevin was already sitting invisible, after which he also kills her with an electric hobby. Then, hearing her scream, her boyfriend Hunter goes to the washroom where he finds Vicky's body in a locker. A dead body is found, and then suddenly Kevin starts attacking Hunter, seeing which Hunter tries to run away from there. But now, because the main gate was closed, he runs away from Kevin and comes to the rooftop. But then Kevin comes there, but comes and kills Hunter by throwing him down from above. On the other hand, Chad and Bunny were getting intimate in a class. Then here Bunny tells Chad that if anyone sees us, we will be expelled from the college. But Chad doesn't care about this. On the other hand, the cleaning man finds Miss Chloe's dead body, after which he tries to call the police, but due to being dumb, he is unable to say anything. On the other hand, Chad and Bunny Vicky's dead body is found in the locker room, after which when the cleaner comes to him screaming, Chad thinks he is the killer and beats him up. But then Kevin also reaches there and starts beating Bunny. Chad somehow tries to save himself. After some time, Kevin becomes visible again, but then he beats Chad and makes him unconscious, after which he goes to Bunny and jumps on his head and kills him. Kachumber makes it. Now after spreading so much terror, Kevin comes home and starts packing his things, but suddenly Chad comes there with a gun. Now Kevin was also surprised to see him alive, but then he diverts his attention and quickly makes himself invisible. After which Chad is no longer able to aim properly. Now a fight starts between them, after which Chad applies Kevin's invisible serum to himself, and he also disappears. Then suddenly a gunshot is heard and we see that Chad's head has been blown off, but then two police officers appear, whom Chad had called before going to Kevin. As soon as he dies, his body becomes visible, but Kevin was still invisible. The police think that maybe Chad killed himself, after which they leave from there. Then after they leave, Kevin walks away laughing with his serum. It goes away. After this, in the last, we see the same news reporter who was telling everyone that Kevin killed all the children of the school, and the principal, and in the last, he committed suicide. Now, as soon as he said this, all his clothes fell off. They get torn up, and Kevin strips her naked on national TV and Friends. This story ends here.